Brad, UFC Auckland's come and gone.
Yeah, it has.
And I come in here to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're already here. The day after a fight like that. You were the last person I expected to see.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting myself, but I was going to teach the IT heavy hitters at 6 a.m. regardless, but I just couldn't go to sleep, so I just thought I'd come in earlier and help Eugene with Winter Warrior. So yeah, just back to it really. Like try not to ride the wind for too long. I'd rather just get back into life and carry on and enjoy the things as they come.
For me and for people watching, can you give us a little bit of a lead into it? You know, because we spoke to you a week out and everything was on target, and then you have a week where you button off, but you've still got a lot of commitments for the UFC.
Yeah, there was like the usual commitments like media and stuff like that, and obviously like cutting the weight and etc. and getting those last little trainings in, but it was very comfortable doing it at home, you know. Being able to like stay between my house and the hotel, and yeah, it's like a luxury that I don't think we'll get for another wee while. But I really enjoyed it. I made the most of it, and everything went well this week. You know, everything from media to open workouts to the weigh-in and the weight cut, and yeah, it was a great week.
Yeah, what was the weight cut when you come down to that last day?
Yeah, it was easy. It was only 4 kilo, so I guess that's why in that fight I didn't get as tired. You know, I didn't really get tired at all, to be honest. I just kept going and felt really at home and had a good time, and I think my body's finally got used to this weight and decided that it's going to stay a little bit lighter as long as I don't, you know, chow down too much food. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was a really good week.
Now you say you spent time between the hotel and home. How did that work out? What did you decide was best for you?
Oh well, some days I had some really early media, so I just stayed in the hotel and the UFC take you there, so that was easier. Other days when I didn't have much media, I'd go home and hang out with my partner, play PlayStation and stuff like that, just get away from the city. You know, I don't really like the central city that much, so it's always nice to go home. It was like a good balance to have. And then obviously the night before fight night, you know, that's work time, so I stayed in the hotel by myself, just in the room alone, and I just locked myself away with my own thoughts and, you know, get into kill mode. So
yeah, you had the chance to weigh in on Friday, which is a bit of a luxury.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So what did you eat and how much did you put on?
Well, to be honest, I don't really like weighing in that early before a fight. It's a little bit too long. You can eat like a little bit too much, too many meals, and too big a gap between the fight. And yeah, I'd rather weigh in a little bit closer too. So yeah, I just ate like whatever the dietitian gave me, or whatever Geordie gave me. I just stick to his guidelines and figure that I'll eat what I want and have a holiday and stuff after I fight. And so up until I walk out of the cage with my hand up, it's still play by the rules, you know.
Did you have a weigh after, like, of the morning of the fight?
Yeah. So they weighed me the morning of, and I was 79 kg. So that's not too bad. I gained back about 8 kilo. So like a lot of it's water, you know. So I thought I would have been a bit bigger because of the 2 days, but yeah, I just ate until I was full and ate when I was hungry, and that's all I went back up to, and I'm still there. So must be where I'm gonna stay, I hope.
Yeah, just looking at you walking out into the arena, you look serene. You look like, I own this place. No one's going to beat me on this turf.
No one was going to beat me, and they you know, the UFC tried to feed me a beast. You know, one of the best guys in that division. Either as a test or as a trying to stop the old city kickboxing wave, but I was never phased. I was never worried about this guy. As soon as they offered him to me, I said yes. It's like, there's nobody I won't fight.
Yeah, it was a real hard fight that you probably didn't need to take, but you wanted to. You accepted the challenge. And how tough was it in there? Because
yeah, it was tough, but I didn't feel like there was nothing in there I couldn't handle, couldn't deal with. You know, like I feel like we're on another level. Yeah, I feel like we're everything we're doing here is right, and yeah, we're fine everywhere in this game. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, doesn't matter.
Yeah, because he knew he couldn't beat you in the striking. Yeah.
So he came for a wrestle. Yeah, he was a strong guy. It was you know, it was a lot of people were curious to see how I'd handle it, but he took me down a bit. But every time I just got back up with no effort, broke away eventually, and did my thing. Ended back up in a wrestle, and I enjoyed it. I had a really good time there. It was like I think it was proper MMA. You know, there was a big mix of it in there.
And to win in front of that crowd, the biggest crowd that they've ever had at a sporting event in Spark Arena.
Oh, it was crazy. It was the noise was unreal. Like I never really noticed the crowds, but man, that was deafening. You know, that was something special. Yeah, something special.
And now that you've passed them, I couldn't hear because, as you say, it was deafening. I heard you say that he'd beaten a previous champion, and they mentioned a name, and I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was like talking a little bit of smack towards Kevin Lee, just saying that you know, he beat Magomed, but I think I did it better. So I was just stirring the pot, kinda. It's what you have to do in this business, you know. So people like conflicts, they like confrontation, stuff like that. So.
And did you get to talk to any of the UFC people afterwards?
Yeah. I talked to the matchmakers and stuff. They're very happy. They're pretty keen to get me back in there soon. I'm just going to do what Eugene says, take my time. When he tells me to go back in there and fight, I'll go back in there and fight. I just found it much more beneficial for myself just to listen to him and do as he says most of the time.
Is that a play-by-ear thing, or do you have a date in mind?
No, I don't, but I'm sure he's got something in mind. I'm sure he didn't sleep last night and he was pondering all sorts of things in the world, you know.
I'm sure he was, because he was here when you were here.
Yeah, he was here before me, so yeah, I don't think he slept either, but yeah.
Man, congratulations on behalf of everybody that watches Combat TV.
It was a good day for the gym.
Yeah,
awesome.
It was a fantastic day for you. And you meet up with any of the boys from the mainland?
No. I'll see everybody today, I assume. Yeah, I got a few people to catch up with, so got my family up here. So I'll probably hang out with them and they fly out tomorrow, so I'll probably spend a bit of time there. But I'm sure I've got a lot of catching up with people to do this week. A lot of neglected friends over the last 8 weeks. We've got a lot of sorries and coffees and stuff to have, I guess.
Oh, they all know what you were going through, and yeah, we do. And thanks for a very unexpected interview. Appreciate it, mate.
Anytime.
Cheers, mate.
Anytime.